Hey guys, I got another special unboxing video here for you today. Today we are going to be looking at the second wave of Super Mario Amiibos that released coincidingly with the release of Mario Party Star Rush for the Nintendo 3DS. It's been a long time since the first wave of Super Mario Amiibos. Those released when Mario Party 10 released last year. These released sometime, early November. And, well, these are, pretty much the same. These are the characters that we were missing in the first wave. The first wave had pretty much all the iconic Mario Party characters, except for some that people were questioning, well, why aren't these made in Amiibo? Well, here's the answer to that. We've got Rosalina, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, Wario and Waluigi, which was an all-time fan favorite from a lot of people, Daisy and Boo. Now, Boo is a special one because his Amiibo cartridge is actually black. That's a special Amiibo because it glows in the dark. But anyways, let's get on to the unboxing. Alright, so let's get on to the unboxing. But first, I wanted to actually kind of point out, Boo's boxing is a little bit different than everybody else's, and I mentioned this earlier, but his is actually kind of black background color and everything else. But that's because he is a very special Amiibo because he glows in the dark. They actually had to advertise the fact that he glows in the dark. If you actually look at the back of his box here, it'll state right here that it glows in the dark. And it's a pretty cool effect because we haven't had an Amiibo where that actually glows in the dark. So it's pretty cool that they had Boo do it. But I'm not going to unbox Boo on the camera here. I just wanted to point that out. Who I'm actually going to be unboxing this portion is actually Waluigi. Because everybody and their grandma wanted Waluigi Amiibo. Well, here he is. Well, there was a joke on one of the WWE, I think it was WWE Raw, but I might be wrong. I'm sure somebody in the comment section will correct me. But there was a guy in the stands that had a poster board, and it says, "Give us a Waluigi Amiibo." Well, I bet you that guy is very happy nowadays because there is a Waluigi Amiibo. Alright, but anyways, let's get on to the unboxing here. Now, if you've never seen me unbox something, Amiibo on this channel before, I have a set way of how I unbox things. And it's mostly to preserve the packaging because I do like the packaging of the Amiibo that come in here. And I like to preserve it because, well, it's good packaging. And I might actually make something out of boxes one day. So, what I do is I go and take my knife here, and I make an entry hole, like right here. And I start carving my way around the box here. And try to preserve the packaging as much as I possibly can here. I have to carve around the bottom, around here like this, and then go up. Sometimes I have to go in here and kind of meet them halfway at that point. I kind of just carve my way as I possibly can. There we go. Okay. So as soon as I do that, I can lift up the Amiibo like this. I can go in and pull them out like that. And that preserves the packaging a little bit. And there we go. We got the Amiibo out. Now, one thing I will have to mention, you can't just take the Amiibo in the box and plop it on your Wii gamepad, 3DS, whatever, and it won't read. The reason why is because of this thing right here. This thing blocks the NFC chip for the Wii U gamepad or the 3DS, so you have to actually take it out of the box if you want to use it. I think Shovel Knight's Amiibo is the only one that ever didn't have that, so make sure that you get it out if you actually want to use it. But as soon as we get that there, we'll have the Amiibo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and unbox the rest of these guys, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Now that I've unboxed all the Amiibo, let's go ahead and take a look at each one individually. The first Amiibo, it's Waluigi, the one I unboxed. Now, Waluigi is pretty much the most requested character that I know of that was to be turned into an Amiibo. I couldn't understand how many people wanted Waluigi to become an amiibo, and maybe I just don't get it, but I know there's a lot of people that requested Waluigi become an amiibo. And to be fair, he has a really good design. If you look at his amiibo, it's really real well crafted, and I like it. Like, you can see the backwards L, upside down L on his hands here. You can even see it right there on his glove at his hip. You can see the details on his nose and mustache and evil grin. Look at that chin. Look at that cleft. And I like the blue shading under his eyes. I really do like his amiibo a lot. It's well crafted, and, you know, for being cartoony. And look, he's got his like little elf shoes. I really like Waluigi's amiibo. I think it's probably one of the more well crafted amiibos out of this wave. But yeah, that's Waluigi. Wah! The next amiibo is Boo. I like Boo. Boo's one of my favorite enemies in Mario. I've always liked him because he's really adorable. I mean, like, I just like his little expression here. He's got his tongue sticking out and all that other stuff. But yeah, this is the amiibo that can actually glow in the dark. I'll have to check it out. Hold on just a second. I'm going to go ahead and shut off all the lights. Alright, now that I shut off all the lights, yeah, you can kind of see him glow in the dark a little bit. I know, mine's like really pitch black and you can kind of barely see it on the camera. But yeah, there's Boo right there, glowing in the dark and everything. I do like that feature. It's a really cool feature to have. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn back on the lights here. I know that was kind of hard to see, but he does glow in the dark, and I do like that. Now, the only little gripe I have is this thing right here. You can kind of see where he is connected to his base. You can kind of see the line right there. I wish they would have gotten an easier way to get rid of that, but but what can I do, you know? He's got a little iceberg he's sitting on as his support base. I mean, it makes sense. He's a circular character. So, but yeah, that's Boo. The next amiibo, DK. This is another Donkey Kong amiibo, and as you could tell from the Smash Brothers Donkey Kong, they kind of have the same traits as the other one. You can kind of see the very fine details in his fur and everything, and like, I like that. It's really good details on his face and on his back and everything else, and all over his arms, a fur detail. But as you guys can see on his back here, the only little gripe I have is you can see where he's connected. His ligaments are connected and everything else. But other than that, he's a really well crafted ape. So that's Donkey Kong. And the next amiibo is Diddy Kong. Now, I like Diddy Kong's amiibo here because he got the silly expression on his face, his hands in the air, saying, "What did I do?" And I just like the way his feet is like crossed on the barrel here, and the fact that the barrel exists. This is one of my one thing I'm really happy about, and you know, they could have just stuck an iceberg like they did with Boo on Diddy Kong, but they didn't. Instead, what they did is they just added the barrel to kind of act as the stand. And I do like that. They kind of made it a little bit more characteristic than, you know, what they have done with stands in the past. And I really like that. I wish that they would do that with more amiibos instead of just sticking it with an iceberg. I call the stands iceberg because that's what they look like. But yeah, I like Diddy Kong's expression on his face, the silly expression, the cheeky smile. You can see the detail on his fur, just like everything else. And I like Diddy Kong's amiibo a lot. But yeah, that's Diddy Kong. The next amiibo, Wario. And Wario. And just like his Smash Brothers amiibo, he quite different than his Smash Brothers amiibo, I should say. He has his traditional yellow and purple outfit. He doesn't have his biker outfit from the WarioWare franchise. It's his classic yellow and purple outfit. And just like Waluigi, I do like the fact that they put the W's on the wrists of the glove here to signify that that's what his design is, because unlike Mario and Luigi, they actually have the letters on their gloves. And you can even see the glove right there on his hand, on his hip. And, you know, Wario's got that tradition. Alright, I'm sorry about that, guys. I kind of had a little cut in the camera there. But anyways, what I was trying to say is, the next thing I wanted to point out is the fact that if you look at the detail of Wario's nose and his mustache right there, it looks really good. As well as the little eyeshadow that they put on his eyes to kind of cover it. You can kind of see the bluish coloring around his eyes and everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say about Wario. Besides like the little details on his muscles there, you can kind of see it. It looks really good for that. But anyways, that's Wario. Wario number 1. The next Amiibo is Rosalina. Now, Rosalina kind of has a very different, design than she did with her Smash Brothers Amiibo. One thing in particular that you can kind of tell from here is the fact that Luma's not here with her. She doesn't have Luma or anything else. She's very shiny, as you guys can see. Her dress is very shiny and very glossy, and it's really elongated too. One thing that is different than her Smash Brothers Amiibo is the fact that it doesn't have the star patterns on the bottom of her dress. It's just a light blue dress and everything else. But just like the Smash Brothers Amiibo, you can see that they painted her fingernails. And that's a really good little finer detail point that I like to point out. They did a really good job with her. I do like her Amiibo a lot. And luckily, it was a lot easier to grab the Rosalina Amiibo this time around. But that's Rosalina. And now for the last Amiibo. It's Daisy. Now, Daisy is kind of like Peach's Amiibo, where she's got a cylinder dress, and it kind of like is a cylinder shape on the Amiibo because of the dress. But I have to say I like her Amiibo better than Peach's, because Peach's just had a very simple, I guess is the best way I could describe it, design than she did with her Smash Brothers Amiibo. Her Smash Brothers Amiibo had all these designs and everything on it. Daisy at least has a little bit of better facial design, better than Peach, honestly. And the earrings and all that other stuff, and you can kind of see her attitude a little bit with her hands on her hips and everything else. I like Daisy's Amiibo a little bit better than Peach's, because Peach's was just a little bit too plain for my taste. But anyways, that's Daisy. But yeah, that was the Super Mario second wave of Amiibos released for Mario Party Star Rush. And I don't think they're going to make another Super Mario wave of Amiibos. But as of right now, they've gotten all the main characters in the Mario Party series, at least the more important ones. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next unboxing I do. Take care, everybody.